y'all. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games. Episode 137. Golly. She's you would think this is the first time I'm doing this, or second, and it's not. It's the 137th time. It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate it. Router.
Back to you, Gabe. Because we're on baby watch, brother. Give us an
baby
update,
watch,
man.
baby watch, yep. Baby watch. Well, we're just still watching out for this baby, and I can't believe this baby ain't here.
No,
man, yeah, he doesn't have much longer.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. The due date is on Saturday, so here we are.
And there's a lot happening Saturday too.
Exactly. I need him to get out for this Pacquiao fight.
I know, man. Right?
We got the Pacquiao fight. We got the NFL draft.
Kentucky Derby,
the Kentucky Derby,
NHL playoffs. I mean,
the NHL. Are we still in the playoffs?
No, we're out.
We ain't got the NHL playoffs then.
No. Well, that's true. I'll still watch it. This is usually when I watch hockey, but yeah, there's a lot going on. So this baby better come early.
I need him to come on out. And so this is what kind of sucks because, you know, the due date was May 2nd. That's all fine and good. But our doctor told us that he would probably be early. And so me and Jenny got all like worked up with like, all right, he's coming in April. All right. Like, you know, and so every week is a disappointment. Every week that goes by, we're like, come on, man, what you doing in there?
Your expectations were so high.
Yeah. I'm like, Jenny, I need you to make it a little bit less comfortable for a brother.
That's right.
In the womb.
Do some squats or something, man. Get some,
yeah.
Get them moving.
We did a bunch of yard work yesterday, and we thought that might do it, but it didn't.
Kevin Hart didn't work last weekend. Now yard work.
Kevin Hart didn't work. Right.
Little castor oil, took a little walk.
You know, it's funny. We were talking about doing the castor oil because that's what we did with Amara, and it worked like a charm.
Really?
But she's like nervous to do it. So, you know, I won't force the issue. Like I said, take this castor over your mouth. And so I don't know what we're going to do, man. It definitely looks like I won't be watching the Pacquiao fight with my friends, which sucks. But I mean, obviously baby comes way first, but it would have been fun to watch that with everybody. Anyway, and then, what else is going on? I should have written it down because at 5:30 in the morning, I'm always like, I did whatever I did last night. I remember what the rest of the week held. Gosh, I know I did something.
I noticed you posted up some more Shenmue Saturday.
Oh yeah, got some more Shenmue Saturday going on. That's been a good time, and we've moved on to the second disc.
Ooh.
Hey. You remember when we have to switch out discs back in the day? We're on the second disc. The second disc of 3. There's 3 discs, and we're on the second one. And yeah, we're keeping her moving over there. Shenmue Saturdays. That's been fun. I played something else this week. I played a bunch of NBA 2K15 over the weekend.
For FREE.
For FREE, free weekend. That was fun. It's a good game. My player got picked up by the Atlanta Hawks.
Ooh, very nice.
And I was doing remember I told you guys I just wanted to do it really for the facial recognition thing. That thing did not work for forever.
That's right. You posted that on Twitter, didn't you?
Oh my gosh. It took probably the better of like 2 to 3 hours just to get, of doing it over and over and over.
Frustrating.
And over and over and tutorial on YouTube and over again.
Wow.
So we finally got it working. And, obviously it doesn't look exactly like me, but it looked close enough and I didn't look like a monster. So I posted it on Twitter. And somebody was like, "Yep, that's Darius Rucker." I was like, nice.
You're going to be so labeled for the rest of your life with that.
I know, it's all right. And so, yeah, that was a good time playing that. And I guess I got to say that's it. I feel like there's something else. I just can't remember what it is.
You're about to have another child, for crying out loud. I think that's about as life changing.
Miss the deadline. Come on.
Yes.
I know. Seriously. We're about to have to push back street date up in this piece.
You got your own dev problems.
Exactly. Try to get all the glitches out. You know what I'm saying?
It's not certified yet or whatever.
Exactly.
The gold master wasn't ready.
Yeah, the gold master wasn't ready.
We haven't gone gold on this baby quite yet.
That's awesome.
Jeez Louise. And I guess we can announce that Stancil has switched teams.
Give it up for Stancil.
I mean, he still likes women. He's
wrong team. Wrong team reference.
Yeah,
wrong team reference.
Exactly. He started at Microsoft this week.
That's amazing. Good for him.
And so I'm not exactly sure what all his job entails, but we'll ask him and find out and bring the news to everybody.
Yeah, we need to call that joker and get a little interview with him.
Yeah, man. Be like, so what now?
Right.
So, Master Chief, what?
Yeah, Master Chief. I mean, is he working in the Xbox division, or is he just working?
I for real have no idea.
Okay.
Like he explained it to me and I forget.
And you blacked out.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like it seems like he'll be working on like multiple projects, but I don't know if they're all gaming related or how it works. I'm not sure.
Yeah, man, we'll have to do an interview with him just to see how all that went down and just see what he's doing, because that's awesome, man. Stancil, we're proud of you, boy. Freaking Stancil.
I know, man. Stepping out, doing his thing. So yeah, we're happy to know him and watch that go down. It's always fun when somebody's growing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? All right. I guess that's it for me. Router. Oh, and we saw the Routers this weekend.
Hey, yes, you did.
At Main Street Festival.
Yeah, which is a good segue to my week. This past weekend, I pretty much didn't have a weekend because this weekend was Main Street Festival, which is a huge festival where they close down downtown Franklin and all these vendors come in, and it's fun. I mean, there's all kinds of great carny food and festival food you can eat, and
was it elbow to elbow?
It was elbow to elbow for a while. It's usually pretty big. They estimate, I think, 100,000 people were there over the weekend.
Oh wow!
Plus, I think
that's a lot of people for little downtown Franklin.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people come from everywhere. Typically, the merchants have a horrible weekend, and sales are pretty bad just because everything is on the street and there's vendor tents all along the street, so nobody goes up on the sidewalk behind them and goes to the store. So the past years, Lauren has just kind of been dreading Main Street Festival. Well, this year was a little bit different. We got a call from the Heritage Foundation, who runs the festival, on Monday saying, hey, there's one of the vendors right in front of your store backed out. Would you like that spot? And you basically rent the spot and you have to set up a little tent. And Lauren's like, you know what? Let's try it this year. So we went out to Academy Sports and got a 10 by 10 white tent. But
not Academy Sports down the street.
No,
unfortunately.
And thank goodness I didn't have to go. But my poor father-in-law had to go to freaking the Smyrna Academy Sports to go,
which is like 45 minutes away.
Exactly. So he's retired. He ain't got in a bed. He doesn't have anything better to do. But he loves doing that stuff anyway. So that was like, most of the tents around here were sold out with like the sides. Like they had the regular just canopy tents, but we needed some sides so we can have some display stuff. Anyway, it was a great festival for her. She did really well. She sold a lot of like Franklin and Tennessee based gifts and that kind of stuff. And it was probably the best Main Street Festival she's had. So we're now believers of definitely get yourself a booth at Main Street Festival if you're a merchant. And it was good. It was just long. There was a lot of back and forth. I ended up working inside the store because we didn't have a register out by the booth. So I just set up my little computer. I tried to do some of my work while helping people when they came in the store. And she had one of our other full-timers there too. So it was a good time. I mean, I did all the food runs, went and got some nice fries and some funnel cake and all kinds of fun stuff. I love that carny food, but holy cow, there was a new a new food vendor that sold Vietnamese tacos, which were freaking amazing. You could get either chicken or steak, and they were so good. So
that sounds delicious.
Yeah, and it was a family, like son, daughter, everybody was back there working. I'm like, is this your first one? They're like, yeah, we're really excited about it. And I'm like, well, you should be, because it's freaking delicious. Needless to say, I have so because of that, I haven't gotten a whole lot of work done, and so now I'm trying to play catch up, and I still have not touched the PS4 or the Xbox One. It is now a full month that I have not played or even touched the consoles, and it's killing me. However, I did pre-order The Witcher 3 this weekend.
Oh,
so I am very excited to play that. I
very excited to put that sealed on your shelf.
Very excited to have that stay in the shrink wrap for the next month.
I've been there, man.
And just like Dragon Age, it's still in shrink wrap.
Oh my gosh,
it's horrible.
Hey, quick question about Main Street Festival. So, since that person dropped out, do you guys get dibs on that?
I think all the merchants. All the merchants get dibs on the front of their store. And they get a discounted rate as far as the rent for it.
So is it something you'll do next year too?
Yeah, I think so. Nice. It's totally worth it, because it was straight up sales, straight up people who were like, oh, rock, paper, scissors. She was handing out business cards with her website and everything. So, typically if we have any type of a good day on Main Street Festival, it's because a customer came in and picked up an order or something like that. It's usually never straight, like just walk-in sales, and this was all walk-in sales, so it was very cool. So it was good for her, and I think our bitterness toward Main Street Festival has ceased a little bit, because it actually was very successful, which is good. And oh my gosh, our neighbor to the right of us, he sold these ceramic bowls and that kind of stuff. It's like I think a father and a son, and he's this old man named Fritz. The dude is hilarious.
Nice.
He was cracking us up. He's got a little like hover round, and he's just like, he was.
Thank you, hover round.
I know, he was hysterical. He's like, are you ready to go home yet? He's like, if I have to hear one more time, I'm just looking, I'm gonna slap somebody across the face. I was dying. He had us laughing so much. He was like this just bitter old man.
Was he funny on purpose or funny because he's old?
Both. It was hilarious.
Perfect.
Yeah, so shout out to Fritz, man. He was hysterical.
Yes, listener to the show.
Yeah, he was cracking us up. So I pre-ordered The Witcher 3. I was listening to a podcast this past week. They were able to play a little bit of The Witcher 3, and they said it's just huge, expansive. It's great. If you haven't played 1 or 2, you're not, they'll catch you up on everything. And I'm like, you know what? Sold. And because I have all these Best Buy gift cards burning a hole in my wallet, I was like, pre-order, no money down. I don't have to pay a thing. And I pre-ordered it, and I got a discount because of the pre-order anyway. Thank you, Best Buy Gamers Club. And so May 19th, I think, I will go to Best Buy and pick that up and put it on my coffee table and let it sit there for a little while.
Let it be a conversation piece.
It'll be a great conversation piece. No, so I'm hoping to get back in the swing of things. It's just been kind of a crazy April, and a lot of stuff is going down.
It's been a fast April.
Yeah, it really has. And to add insult to injury, my poor wife has bronchitis right now.
No.
Yeah, she got it. It started before Main Street Festival, and sitting out in the cold on Sunday.
That didn't help at all.
So I took her to the doctor.
It shouldn't be cold.
I know.
That's the thing.
It really shouldn't be.
It really shouldn't be. Usually by this time it's in the mid 70s, 80s. This weather's been weird this month. So I took her to the doctor on Monday. She has it's not full on bronchitis, but it's like an acute version of it, and so she's just been hacking at night and spitting up, and it's just nasty, and I feel so bad for her. So I've just been running around with taking care of her and making sure Piper gets to school and all this other stuff. So it's been nuts. That's me, completely boring. I wish I could say I was 50 hours into Dragon Age Inquisition right now, but I haven't even started.
Seriously.
And it's killing me.
You got to just do the opening sequence at least.
I know. I'm like,
that's your homework for
exactly.
Next week.
Let me just get through the intro, for crying out loud.
Maybe it'll grab you.
Yeah.
First 15 minutes. Just stream the first 15 minutes and then turn it off.
All right, perfect.
That's what I do with Borderlands. I was like, just so you guys see that I'm playing
this. Yes, exactly.
I'm checking in.
And then I beat it. Yeah, exactly. Halsifer.
Router, to add to ask about Witcher 3, did they say anything about the mechanics of the game being a little easier? Because one of the things that made me never get into 2 is I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to learn all this stuff.
Yeah, they said the tutorials are a lot easier. It walks you through the steps a lot more, because I heard that too. I heard the PC version, the combat controls and everything was really challenging at times. But now that it's in console mode, I think it's either dumbed down or it's easier to use. So that they said that really wasn't an issue with them. They were just had so much fun because you could do so many things just in this one area. There was side missions side missions that affect side missions that affect side missions that affect it's so there are so many layers to this game, and that's really exciting to me. I like big expansive games like that, and because it's a fantasy game too, and you're just this awesome dude that is just killing fools and killing beasts and hunting things. It just seems awesome. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
Well, I wonder if it'll be like your Assassin's Creed 3, like what Assassin's Creed 3 should have been.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, we'll see.
Let's hope.
We'll see.
Let's hope.
There was the Nashville flea market this past weekend. That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
is that where you got your situation?
Yeah.
No, that was earlier than that.
So you got your situation. What did he get?
He got an old school console.
He got a Ouya. All right.
My favorite thing at the flea market is to find a vendor with just a bunch of junk, because then that you're going to look through and find some gems.
Yeah, you'll find the gems there. Yep.
I think the Nashville flea market has grown to the point where you do have probably half the vendors are regulars, and they always bring the same stuff. So if you've already seen it, you already know what they have. You already know what the price is. So it's whatever.
You move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So where Krista and I used to live in Ohio, there was a weekly flea market that was one of the biggest ones on Interstate 75, which a lot of people on the east side of the country know 75 runs from the top of Michigan to the bottom of Florida or something crazy. It's huge.
It's like I-40.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar.
I-40 runs North Carolina to LA.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's very similar to that, just forward, north and south. And we had a flea market near us there that every vendor was new every weekend.
Wow.
So it was constantly just finding awesome stuff. And also getting very good deals on stuff. Since eBay and Amazon have been very prevalent, prices on things have gone up because people now know oh yeah, I can, there was literally one vendor at the Nashville flea market this weekend that had a ton of games, and he had a sign that just said everything is Amazon price. Don't even ask.
Oh wow!
I was like, wow.
Why do I want to buy from you? Yeah, why are you even selling there?
Okay, I'll go buy from Amazon. Thanks.
Right, exactly.
But as I said, it is so great to find those vendors with just a ton of different stuff. This dude had boxes of old consoles, old games sitting out and stuff. I wasn't able to work a deal on the games or anything, but I did pull out an Atari 5200, and I was like, hey, maybe we can bundle this with some stuff. I had some CDs in mind that I wanted to get, and we ended up doing the whole bundle for $10. So he gave me the Atari 5200 for $5.
Oh my gosh.
Which is awesome. Excellent, because if I tried to get one on my own, that's a $60, $70 console, I think.
Wow.
So,
gracious.
It's so funny.
Great.
I don't know what prompted me to think of this, but were there people that had apps that were taking pictures and stuff and comparing prices? That happened.
No, you don't really get that at the.
I figured that, but that happened at our garage sale. There was this couple that had this apps, and they would scan the barcode of what we had, and they will be like, well, this is actually priced at this. I'm like, well, good for you. You know?
Dude,
It's like, dude, that's so crazy that there's an app for that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
Pretty much the Amazon app. Like
Yeah.
I have, the last time we did one, I had a guy scanning CDs and stuff because, I mean, people make a living off of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of crazy.
That's so weird. Yeah, I figured if in a flea market environment, it's totally different.
Yeah. Basically, when you have people walking around at the flea market, and I have a lot of this game stuff like just stored in my memory. Like last time I went, I saw a couple of Sega Saturn controllers, and I already knew what they were worth, and asked the guy about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, $5 a piece." I was like, "Perfect,
done."
So I knew they were worth $30, so I bought them.
Nice.
And the same thing with the Atari 5200. I knew it was worth something, so I picked it up. It's just one of those things where if you're more savvy on that stuff, you don't look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And you just got to buy it from somebody who doesn't really care that much. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Before the, I remember telling you guys before the ET cartridges were, dug up, I saw them at the flea market and I was like, okay, so one of two things is going to happen with this ET thing. They're going to make a really big deal out of it, and then they're not going to dig them up, and then people are going to want them.
Right.
Or they're going to dig them up and you're just going to have them. And so I asked the guy, I was like, hey, how much for these ET? And he had two of them. And he was like, $2. I was like, yep, perfect. That'll work. even so, like, even online, like, you're not going to get one for $1.
Well, exactly, because
I mean?
people got to pay for shipping. I think the cheapest you'll ever see a game is like $4, like with the shipping. Yeah. So you might as well, if you find something for $1 or $2, if you want,
might as well grab it. Yeah.
You might as well buy it.
Mm-hmm. What about that guy? There's that guy that's always set up there, and he's always got his stuff in plastic bags. How's his prices? I felt like I've never bought anything from him because I felt like they were like always just a little too much.
They're pretty much Amazon price minus shipping. So if you're like, if Mario 3 is, which it usually hovers around like $12 to $15, if Mario 3 is $12 on Amazon with $4 shipping, he'll probably have it for $10 or $12. So
gotcha.
So some people, they kind of know how to price that stuff. And even then, like, I don't even know if did we announce that GameStop is getting into retro stuff?
I don't remember if we talked about it, but I remember seeing it for sure.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense for them to do it because it's just, it's easy money. So that people will be bringing in their stuff out of their attic. They have no idea what it's worth, and GameStop will gladly buy it from them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a nice shift considering all the digital sales that are happening. And it's like, hey, let's go back to the retro stuff instead. And that's smart for now.
Well, and go back to it and add it, because there are some people that only buy retro stuff. I buy a lot of, I still buy new stuff, but I buy more retro stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly looking for deals and just ways I can save on stuff that I just want to keep.
Yep.
Basically, it's a little bit of, I guess, earned money on if you're going to pay less for something. So, and just hold on to it, I guess.
Where is
unless everything like drops down to the bottom?
Exactly.
Which would be funny.
Where is the flea market anyway?
Nashville Fairgrounds.
Oh, at the fairgrounds. Okay.
There's a flea market, or not a flea market. There's a yard sale thing they used to do up near us. We lived in southern Dayton, and there's a city up there called Trenton, and they do a Trenton yard sale like every year, and everyone participates.
Wow.
It's pretty insane. So if we ever decide to, because we're going to be probably doing tourists in our own hometown kind of thing, like we're going to go up and see a Reds game and go do a few things.
Nice.
Cool.
If we ever do that yard sale again, I'll probably do some videos on it or something, just, talking about like, here's some of the stuff that you can find at yard sales, etc. Here's how to bundle stuff, get a
good idea,
price,
man. Good idea.
Yeah, definitely do that.
I like it.
It's a really fun time to be like, I wouldn't consider myself much of a collector because I don't have near as much stuff as collectors typically do. But it is really cool to find retro stuff.
You're a casual collector.
Exactly. I have the space, so I might as well fill it.
Exactly.
And I kind of like the thrill of, going through boxes and finding like, oh crap, here's a Pikachu Game Boy Color, or something crazy like that.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah. That happened before. So.
Nice. I love it. Did you say that you've been playing anything?
Yeah, I've been playing some Hearthstone on iOS. Still playing.
Shocker.
Still playing Borderlands.
Nice.
Hearthstone on iOS. I have all of the packs I've opened, which I've had a ton. I've never paid for one. I've gotten maybe one. I think I got one legendary card in all of the packs I've opened, which have been
a lot,
maybe 100 packs at this point.
Yeah,
exactly. I am close to just getting one. You know how you can do the crafting mode in Hearthstone? I'm close to just getting one scot-free. Like basically having destroyed enough cards to just buy one. So
there you go.
I might as well, I guess. I'm getting close to that point. And then busted out the Dreamcast this weekend.
That's what I'm talking about.
And going through my old games, I was like, oh, Virtua Tennis. I haven't played this in forever. And I put it in and I played for hours.
Nice.
Such a good game is why.
It's a really good game. And it's
I have it on my Android and I freaking love it. And the graphics look great.
That's such a good game.
It's so good.
Like it was hilarious because I have not played that game in probably maybe 7 years, 8 years. And I put it in and we have seen so much evolution in games now. I put it in and I was like, man, this menu is tiny. Like you can hardly do anything in this game. It's crazy.
You have no options.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect much from a tennis game. Like I don't expect a tennis RPG or anything like that. But I mean, I just like
an open world tennis game.
Like this game used to be like $50.
Right.
Wow.
That's great, man. Thanks.
Fun stuff. I'm thinking about picking up some of the popular Dreamcast RPGs. I don't have any RPGs for it, so I've been thinking about getting Skies of Arcadia.
That game was good. Please get Skies of Arcadia. That's a good game.
Sounds good. I've heard enough good things about it. So
this Retro Hour has been brought to you by Hobbytown USA.
Hobbytown.
For the stuff that you used to do.
Hey, they say that when you get old, you just revert back to your like stuff that you used to do as a child.
That's right.
We're just going to game the whole time. So
there you go.
I love it. Great.
Oh, also, hang on real quick. I had to mention this. Our neighborhood that we do like a food truck thing, like every 6 months. Nice. They do like a spring party and a fall party. Last night was the spring party and we didn't even know about it. And it was right next to our house.
Ooh,
so that's the only way we knew. We were like, oh crap. Well, free food.
Go get some good food. Yeah.
Pretty good food.
Nice.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Gotta love that.
We were like, well, we do pay our HOA fee, so let's
we might as well maximize it.
We paid for the food. Let's take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Fun stuff.
Nice. All right, Router.
Yeah, brother.
You said you could, as he says with a sigh. Let's do it.
All right, we got some new releases this week. Not a ton, but a few. Broken Age, The Complete Adventure for the PS4, Vita, and the PC. Space Hulk for the Wii U. State of Decay, Year One Survival Edition for the Xbox One and PC.
Yeah, it is.
The Golf Club Collector's Edition for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Golf clap.
Yeah, that's right.
Golf clap.
And Shovel Knight now comes to the Xbox One. So there we have it. And now for the fun part. So again, VG Charts is a month behind and still hasn't updated since last week. So I don't know what's going on.
They don't know nothing about this every week thing, Jack. They need to holler at your boys.
Look, you have to do this for Married to the Games, man. Come on.
Exactly.
We have to.
Call them.
We have to give it to our peoples. So anyway, so I pulled up pre-order charts, and this is even from a month ago. So good luck with this. So here we go. We're gonna go with some pre-order stuff. Number 10, MLB 15, The Show. Which didn't that already come out?
Yeah, of course.
There you go.
Baseball season is in full swing.
There you have it. So that was
nice.
Well played.
There you go.
Number 9, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for the Xbox One. Number 8, Uncharted 4 A Thief's End for the PS4. Number 7, Batman Arkham Knight for the Xbox One.
You know, I don't know if I would pre-order a game this early. Like,
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't pre-order Uncharted. No.
No, and I would ask that guy that pre-ordered Duke Nukem Forever in like 97.
I did pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3, even though I don't think it has a release date yet, but only because I think Target was doing a sale on it at $40, or somebody was, and so I price matched that over at Best Buy.
Oh, there you go. And that's the number 6, Kingdom Hearts 3 for the PS4.
Hey-o.
Nice segue. Number 5, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain for the PS4. Number 4, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for the PS4. I find that interesting because The Witcher started started PC, but then it went to Xbox, and the and the PS4 version is crushing the Xbox One version by almost double.
Interesting.
So it's nice to see that, like, I think a lot of PlayStation users are like, finally, we get to play a Witcher game.
That makes sense.
Number 3, Mortal Kombat X for the PS4, which is already out. Number 2, Batman Arkham Knight for the PS4.
Oh.
And, of course, number 1, Halo 5 Guardians for the Xbox One.
There you have it.
VG charts, man. Please hook a brother up. Let's. Can we at least get into April? Can we get into the month of April for charts? I'm dying here. I'm dying.
As we head into May.
I mean, I found some like UK charts, but that's not going to help us here. But at least they're relevant, and they're like a week behind. So I'm like, please bring it back.
Find out what our people across the pond are doing.
Yeah.
What's their top 3? Do you have it close?
It was Mortal Kombat X, GTA Online, and I think it was FIFA 15 was 3.
Yep. That's so Europe.
Yep, it's absolutely Europe.
All right, Timothy Hall.
Oh, seems like some stuff happened this week.
It seemed like some stuff went down.
Man, stuff did go down.
Some stuff came up and went down.
PT went down, and to add to that,
PT went down.
Silent Hills
went down with it.
Updated as being canceled.
I can't believe it, man.
I can't either, because they had to have
when the whole Kojima
so
thing went down. Yeah, when the whole Konami thing went down, I didn't even think of Silent Hill being a innocent bystander that would get, crushed.
Especially with the success of PT, you would think that they would have something.
All the hype.
Yeah, to ride the coattails of that. But
Norman Reedus is probably at home like, dang it.
Well,
I was about to be the lead of a video game.
Yeah, right.
Well, a lead of a good video game. I think wasn't he the lead of the
Walking
Dead game?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That doesn't count though. He's on the show. You know what I'm saying? They just brought him over because people love him in the show.
Yeah.
But this was going to be like just because he was Norman Reedus.
That's right.
Not because he was Daryl.
Norman Reedus as Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
As himself.
Yeah. Gosh. Silent Hills.
I mean, I hope that stuff comes out about the game that like could have been. Like they release some stuff like, oh, here's some gameplay stuff we were working on. And
does that mean the fallout over there was worse than we thought?
Probably.
I guess.
Because this sounds so much like a record label. Like, we didn't like the band, so we let them go, and we canceled their album.
Right.
And you're like, wait, dang, hold on a second. Like, weren't there people working very, very hard to get this out?
But at least with a music album, they're like, well, we only spent like $10, so it's all good. With this, they spent a lot more money.
They spent a lot more money.
Yeah.
And you got to wonder, I wonder how far down the way do you get? Like, it feels like when I saw this Silent Hill cancel, I was like, are they just making a point? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, just so you know, Konami's still in control of this thing. You know what I mean?
Either that or they're all dropping what they're doing to work on the next project that he's working on.
No, but this is Konami, I think.
Oh, yeah, they said that Silent Hill is going to continue, and considering it has such a fervent fan base, maybe, I mean, I think they should still make it a AAA game. What I gathered from this is like, we're not going to take this much risk on this.
Right. They said Konami is committed to new Silent Hill titles. However, the embryonic Silent Hills project developed with Guillermo del Toro and featuring the likeness of Norman Reedus will not be continued.
Huh. I wonder if it was too expensive.
I don't know.
It must have been to a tipping point where they were like, all right, we can spend $50 million more on this.
50 more bucks on Norman. Here you go.
Bucks. $50 million more dollars on this.
That's way over budget. Can't do that. Gotta shut it down.
Yeah, they had to have been to a tipping point where they were like, they had spent halfway to the budget, and they were like, can this game be good, like within the next throw that we have to make?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
that sucks.
Yeah, I know, man. It really does suck. I was excited. I mean, I was excited to. Now let's get this straight. I wasn't about to play Silent Hills,
right? But you were excited for the idea. I was
excited to like see this thing, see the whole Kojima Del Toro mashup, what was going to be going on, and nope, we're just left with PT. But at least I played that.
Yes, you did.
Other strange news that happened, I think, just this last week. Valve was going to. Was it Valve or Steam? I guess it's the same thing. Was going to allow for paid mods in games. Like, so if you made a mod for Skyrim and people loved it, then you could sell it now instead of, mods are usually free.
Uh-oh.
And then they pulled that down. Like the same day or the next day. And so it was a really interesting thing because I think Gabe Newell said, we didn't know what we were doing. I think they didn't understand the can of worms they were opening up by saying, okay, now these modders get paid, because modders work on top of other modders' work a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
And so it could get really ugly, and then you don't know. And then also you could just flood the store with bad mods. And I think that started happening, and people were charging $100 for stuff that wasn't really anything.
What a logistical nightmare.
Oh man. I think that's why they got rid of it so quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see anything about that, Hall?
The thing that sucks is that, like, I feel like, in a way, like modders, I mean, not even in a way, like I feel that modders should be somehow compensated for their work, but a lot of modders like go into that just thinking to themselves, like, yeah, I'm not going to get paid. I'm just doing this for fun or for research.
Doing it for the love. Yeah.
Doing it for the love. So, yeah, I mean, maybe this is a problem that just doesn't need to be solved.
Yeah, no, it just sucks it sucks when you bring it up, I think, is what happens. Like when all of a sudden you're like, you know what, modders, you're doing so good. Y'all are getting paid. We're going to open this thing up. Like, then you're like, oh snap, I never thought I'd get paid. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then, all of a sudden the extra income is starting to go towards something that you love to do. Modders do that. Like you're saying, modders mod for sport. And just for fun and just to create something that hopefully people enjoy. So now when the promise of getting paid comes along, you're like, oh snap, like maybe I could do this for a living.
Yeah. Could this be the next YouTube for mods where all of a sudden they're making bank off of Steam?
Yeah. Which would have been great, but I think it was just
that totally
too tangled of a web.
Yeah, that has to open up such a huge can of worms, because then you can have some 14-year-old who mods something on Minecraft and tries to post it up and sell it, and it
wasn't really his work. Maybe he just changed something just a little bit. Yeah, it's hard to. They need a vetting process.
Can you demo or test the mod before you purchase anything like that? How does that work?
I don't know how it worked. I mean, it was only up for like a day, but I'd imagine that, and you don't know that mods are safe always.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, unless they put them through the paces, I don't know that you know that this is not going to break your game when you get to the end. They're not, you know what I mean?
And it doesn't seem like, I mean, I don't know what Steam does with its current games that get released, but with mods and stuff, that would open up a whole new vetting process, like iOS level vetting.
I was going to say, like, wouldn't they have to validate it? They'd have to check everything. Like, that's a whole nother division of Steam right there. And they were probably like, yep, screw this, pull the plug.
Yeah. And, you know, and I don't know too much about modding. I wish I could speak more to it, but I mean, I think Counter-Strike was a mod. You know what I'm saying? Like, just its whole existence came from, you know, from the modding community. And so you're like, such great things do come from this. It just sucks that it's getting the spotlight on it in this way, where Valve was like, here's the money. I'm just kidding. And I think they're going to have to, I think they're paying back everybody who bought one. And I don't know how much that is. It might not have gone that big in, you know, the day or two that it was up. But I thought that was a really interesting thing, because at first when I saw it and not being a part of that community, I was like, you know what? Good for them. Good for them. And then when I saw all the arguments coming out, I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Take that down.
Yeah, it sucks. Take that. Yeah, get rid of that.
Kind of sucks, man.
I think the problem. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Because I was just going to say, you're right. Like, how awesome would it be for those guys to get paid? Like, they put in a lot of work.
Yeah, and they do some great work.
Yeah, some of them.
I mean, you know, it's like anything.
You really have to weed out the herd.
Yeah. Anyway, give us something else, Hall.
There's a couple more things here. Ouya is reportedly up for sale.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
If we couldn't have called that back in the day.
Let's buy it.
Yeah, seriously. Let's pull our money together. We probably have enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't want to lose money on this deal. So yeah, no.
Exactly.
I don't understand. I mean, I do understand that they were trying to probably beat the next gen console rush, but they had to know that they were going to get crushed, right? Like, no, they had to.
I don't think so, because they were kind of they were at the forefront of Android console, right? Pretty much.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
So they
you have to remember they killed it on Kickstarter,
right?
And so, you know, when you go on Kickstarter and raise $8.5 million, you're thinking, we came up with a great idea,
right?
But you know, Kickstarter, I think Kickstarter consumers and the regular consumer are way different, where Kickstarter consumers are looking for stuff like this, like, oh snap, they're bringing out a Android console. I'd love to be on the front end of something. But when you bring it to the masses, and the same mom that bought the Wii, you know, for their kid that doesn't really know anything about video games, or the uncle that bought something for their nephew and doesn't know anything about video games, isn't going to buy the Ouya.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not going to find the Ouya and know to buy that for their family member.
Right. They make up a lot of the market. Like, we are constantly talking about, you know, AAA titles and our points of view on them, but we have to realize that, you know, I don't want to say we're a small percentage, but we're not, you know, the entire percentage of people who buy these games.
So, and we didn't buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, and we want to have stuff, and we love having stuff, but I think I didn't know who this was for necessarily.
It certainly wasn't for the people that want to, like, be able to buy their kids or buy their friends a game, because they buy the console and then they're like, okay, well, where's the games? Like, how do I buy those?
And I think that, like, and sadly enough, if Apple would have done this, it would have worked.
Yeah, that probably would have worked.
But they would have implemented it differently. They would have introduced it differently. It would have looked different. It would have had the Apple name with it. But the Ouya, I mean, coming out of Kickstarter into the masses is just, it's something else. You know what I mean?
It's next level.
There needs to be a documentary about Kickstarter, like, success stories that fail.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like, things that looked great on Kickstarter, like, oh my gosh. And then when they came out, people were like, what is this? And, like, you got to sell to your backers, and that's great. But a lot of times, like Ouya, even Oculus Rift, that's not enough money to really actually do your thing. 8.5 million. You know what I'm saying? Even with all the money that Oculus Rift raised, they still needed a bunch more money to get to the next level.
Yeah, taking any product to market is expensive.
Woo-wee.
Ouya had some venture capital too. Like, I think they got
not anymore.
Million.
Yeah.
Oh, so, like, an extra money. So,
and that's probably a write-off on their taxes now.
And that's part of the problem, though, is the reason they're selling is because there's a debt that they can't pay back.
Oof.
That they're upside down on. And so that's what they're trying to sell to pay back that debt. So, ugh. That sucks, man. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That is crazy. What else went on here? I've never heard of this, but the Golden Week in Japan, I guess, is a week where they just have a bunch of national holidays back to back. The Emperor's Birthday, Greenery Day, Showa Day. I'm probably saying all this stuff. Children's Day, which used to be called
I'm
Boys'
probably
Day.
saying this stuff all wrong. Children's Day.
That's good.
Anyway, so a new sale celebrating Golden Week in Japan has kicked off for us on the PlayStation Store, and they've discounted a bunch of games. And so go check that out. A couple of them I can name off here. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, PS Plus price, $8. Resident Evil HD Remaster, $15, down from $20. That's not that far. But they had some games on there that were discounted pretty heavily. So go check out the PSN Store and the Golden Week sale.
Wow.
Yeah, there you have it. It's a bunch of games across Vita, PS3, PSP, PS4. Go check it out. What else, Hall?
One more thing, and I guess this is a good note to end on. What do you guys think of the new Joker?
I don't know. Shoot.
I liked it. I don't think it's necessary for him to have grills.
I don't understand.
But he looks good. I mean, I think it's cool. He's all tatted up, and that's cool. I get that. But I don't think...
I just have never seen that Joker. Like,
but see, that's what I like about it. You've never seen a Joker like this. Like, that's what's like, true. Okay, we've never seen anything like this in any Joker anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. So it's completely different. But is it too different? Is it too out of whack? I want to see him in character, which I'm sure he's going to kill it.
Yeah, I wish he wasn't yelling in the picture. Yeah. And I know it's a throwback. To the...
It's one of the...
What was it called?
Comic book cover, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just can't remember what it was called. But I just wish I wanted to see his face more. Like, the first Heath Ledger one where it's just his face and he's kind of looking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That was not that I wanted them to copy that, but,
Yeah, he's got some big shoes to fill because Heath Ledger crushed that Joker. Oh, yeah. Holy cow. He was creepy and sinister and just awesome all around. So I like one picture is not going to probably define him, but I want to see him in action and see what his mannerisms are like. And I'm sure he will knock it out of the park.
Yeah,
I hope at least. That's my hope.
Yeah, I mean, I was very reserved on it when I first saw it. I was like, kind of, but
you can be underwhelmed by the picture for sure.
Yeah,
easy to be underwhelmed by it.
I mean, I guess maybe it did the right thing. Like maybe they wanted people to go nuts. So it made a lot of news. I think I saw it on our Twitter feed multiple times. Just people talking about it. So
yeah, what made news, and we should talk about this just for a second. We're not in this world either, but maybe we can get into it. The fact that ESPN2 was showing eSports this last weekend.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't that crazy? So ESPN aired the finals of Blizzard's Heroes of the Dorm tournament, which gave money to college teams around the country playing, I don't know what even they were playing.
Had to have been League.
Or Dota.
I guess Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, Heroes.
Oh, wow. There you go. That's Blizzard's MOBA.
But I thought that was really interesting. ESPN2, not like ESPN2 on my dial is right above ESPN1.
Right.
Like, just Espen.
Yep.
And so I thought this was kind of a big deal.
Was it at 4 o'clock in the morning, though, on a Saturday?
I don't think it was.
It was right after the tractor races.
That's right.
the tractor pull.
Right after bull riding.
But I thought it was cool that they at least did the finals. It's not like
that's neat.
Because it's not like when they used to cover. You remember when Texas Hold'em got real big?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And they would just play hours and hours of from the beginning all the way to the end. And I love Texas Hold'em and all, but Lordy, you didn't really want to start watching until the final
I'd rather
table.
play it. I don't need to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. So this is not the first time esports has been on television, but for some reason I thought that this was kind of it felt like a big deal being on ESPN2. What do you say about it, Hall?
I agree. I mean, this is interesting. I mean, it's a different sport in a sense because it, I was going to say like it doesn't require as much physical activity as a lot of the sports that they show, but then again, neither did Texas Hold'em. So it's like,
right, exactly.
I mean,
I wonder if lines are going to be drawn if people think this is a sport or not. And like, there's going to be that debate, but you know what? This is a great introduction to it.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
if ESPN2 is putting something like this on, this is not going to be the last we'll see of it.
It doesn't
and
seem...
we've always had this question before. You know what I'm saying? People have wanted chess to be in the Olympics, and people are like, chess isn't a sport. It's a game. You know, and so I think we'll have that. You know,
I mean, does it seem like to you guys? It seems like it to me, but it doesn't seem like there's much blowback to this.
Well, it's funny because if the Twitter, I feel like went crazy. Like I saw so many places were like, oh, so we're doing this on TV now? Or a lot of people be like, man, this is way more interesting than, some other stuff that was on television. And so I think when you don't know anything about it, it's kind of like Storage Wars. Like Storage Wars is not a good show, but it's so outside of anything that I know that I can't stop watching it. Or like fishing. You know what I mean? Like fishing will be on TV and I'll be like, why am I still watching this?
Storage Wars was kind of cool until like I found out that it was just completely staged.
Yeah, a lot of it's scripted.
Yeah, but it probably didn't start off staged. You know what I'm saying? Like at the very beginnings, you'd imagine that people got a show somehow. It had to be kind of interesting. But they said it pulled a 0.1 rating, which is roughly 100,000 people watching it, which I don't know. For me, now I'm a gamer, so of course I'm going to love anything that pushes gaming more into the forefront. But I think that there's a way to make this interesting. I don't know anything about Heroes of the Storm, but when I was watching Evolve be played and they had kind of the wrestling announcers going on, I was really drawn in. I was like, this is fun. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So how you give that to the masses that could give a crap about video games.
Yep.
And, video games has still a weird connotation with a lot of people. Now, there's millions and millions of people that doesn't have a weird connotation with. But I think, like it goes back to our gamer question. Are you a gamer? Are you not a gamer? And how people perceive that. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens with this.
We'll see if they do more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's very interesting. I mean, to your point about good announcers, I think that's been a lot of people's feelings on gaming in general. I watched a lot of Games Done Quick, and to have somebody sitting there explaining everything that was going on, like I loved watching those games because I was like, oh, okay, so that makes sense. Because if I was just watching somebody play through something, which I have watched quick playthroughs without commentary, it's like, okay, well, didn't know about that, but like they didn't really explain what they were doing. Like they might do something crazy.
Paint dry. Yeah.
It's weird.
I just think if they can keep it exciting enough, let there be good prizes, let there, I don't know, man. I think esports, even though I don't know much about them, seems like it could be ready. Anyway, we'll get into that. We'll get into that with the question of the week.
Sounds good.
But we will jump back to last week's question. I'm sorry. Are you all out, Hall?
Just one more thing that like just popped up. Apparently you can trade in your PS3 Slim or Xbox 360 with a 250 gig hard drive. You can trade those into Best Buy and get a Xbox One for 175, I think.
Ooh.
Wow.
I've got a super sexy Slim PS3. I have an Xbox One.
Oh, come on. You can get a second one. Get one for the baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're going to spend a lot of time in there.
That's right.
If you guys could hear Amara trying to yell at the Xbox, like, Xbox on. Oh, it is the funniest thing.
You don't have to get Connect.
Exactly. I already have that too.
You can disconnect the Connect.
But it's really cute hearing Amara trying to do the voice controls of the Xbox. Cracks me up. That's a good trade-in value. I got drawn into that with GameStop when they did the $100 for the Vita.
Yeah.
So I get that.
I got drawn into that when they gave me $300 for my old Xbox.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was nuts.
How much is this one? You said 100 and what?
175.
175.
Yeah, they give you 175 credits, so it makes the Xbox One $175.
Nice.
I got you. See, I bought my PS3 Super Sexy Slim for $200 with 5 or 6 games. So I might come out on top on that one. I don't know. I'm not going to do it, but that's good for other people that want to make the jump, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Go do it. Well, every week we ask you guys a question. Last week was no different. We said, desert island. You're on a desert island and you have a TV, a console, a game. What is that console? What is that game? I should have asked, what is that TV? I'm just kidding. Starting over at the forum, xbuddha88x. I would totally have to go with the N64 with the best Zelda game, Zelda Ocarina of Time, the best Zelda I've ever played.
Nice.
Friggin' nutcase. In usual friggin' nutcase style, he says, Atari and the ET cartridge. That way I can bury it, dig it up, and replay for extra entertainment.
Nice.
That was funny. Arctic Warlocks. He says, so basically, if you have time on your hands, I would go with the PS4 and choose Minecraft. He'd say, hear me out, guys. You can spend a ton, and I mean a ton of time creating your own virtual world as you are apparently stuck on an island and go to town on it. I guess you can actually go to town virtually as well because you built it. I can't wait for your kids to get old enough to drag you into it like my kids did.
Nope.
Heading over to Twitter, we have Emily. Shoot, is this Jarvis or Yarvis?
Is it just
one of those?
J?
It starts with a J.
It could be a soft J. Jarvis. It's probably Jarvis though.
At Secret Side Quest. If I say Tetris, am I crazy?
No.
Nope.
You're not crazy.
Not at all.
That game is excellent.
You and Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
Echoes at Games and Wings. SNES Super Mario World. Can't hate on that.
That's surprisingly a big game.
And awesome.
Yep.
You know what's funny? I don't know if I've ever beaten it from front to back. Because like by the time I was playing it, everybody knew the
cheat
ways to get around. Yeah, to get around. I don't think I've played any Mario from beginning to end.
I think I played it from front to back before like getting, I think there was a Nintendo Power where they broke open some of that stuff. I can't remember.
Oh, nice. I got to find this person's name because I accidentally just copied and pasted the answer. I'll find it in a second. Going down to Ian Drake at iDrake76, PS4 and Dragon Age Inquisition.
There you go.
Router.
Yep.
You need to get on that.
I will.
So you can sit it a sealed copy on your Seashell shelf.
Oh. That's right.
That was hard.
That was harder than you were expecting.
That was crazy.
She sells seashells down by the
seashore.
Dragon Age.
Down by the Inquisition.
Down by the Inquisition. Yeah. Josh Oakes at JP Oakes 1. PS4 and No Man's Sky. I know it's not out, but the developers have stated that it would take 5 billion years to explore all the planets. Man, I hope for your sake that that's good because there's no telling if that game's any good or not. Thank you guys so much for answering our question. We love it. You guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/Married to the Games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast, YouTube.com/Married to the Games. We're doing previews over there. We've got Shenmue Saturdays going on. We'll get into something in this decade with the Let's Plays, probably, hopefully, sometime. Me and Hall are both playing Dreamcast right now.
Yeah.
You never know. You guys can always hit us up at mailbag@marriedtothegames.com. You can give us a phone call at 702-703-MTTG. And you never know if we're going to pick up or not. We haven't so far, but you never know. And Hall?
Rate us on iTunes so we can build our seashell shelf. really shouldn't be that hard.
It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't. You're right. You got it. Do it. Me do it?
Yeah.
Rate us on iTunes so we can build our Seashell shelves.
There you go.
Seashell shelves. All right.
Ugh.
Seashell shelves. Down by the seashore. Okay, anyway.
Seashore shelf. Seashore shelf. There you go. Seashore shelf.
Right. You did it.
There you go.
I'm so proud of you.
You get a lolly.
Thank you.
A lolly. Let's get into some questions.
Gentlemen, I think before we start the questions, let's just do a quick little address to the big old elephant that in the room this week, and that is the great city of Baltimore. Our thoughts and prayers are definitely with that city right now. I know there's
and Nepal.
Holy cow! Yeah,
gracious,
a lot of stuff going on, and man, everybody just needs to treat everybody right. That's all I got to say. And
in both instances,
I mean.
Help each other out.
Everyone help each other out here. Like, this is crazy. There are lives being lost or hurt, or stores being damaged, or livelihoods just being wrecked. And let's get it together.
I've been so in baby mode and house mode that I feel like I looked up last night while I was trying to just get into some news and clicking around Twitter, and I was like, wait, what's going on? Yeah. Like, I had no idea anything was going on.
We were watching a lot of it on Monday night, because it was my mother-in-law's birthday. I'm like, happy birthday, Mom.
So when did the riots start in Baltimore?
They started on Monday.
And then when did the earthquake happen?
That was Saturday or Sunday, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was bad. But
that's a rough weekend there.
Yeah, we're thinking about everybody, and we're thinking about Nepal. We're thinking about the great city of Baltimore, and
Baltimore.
Yeah, we'll
Avon Barksdale. Yeah. Sorry, the wire.
All good. All right, well, let's get into some questions, shall we? Start with email. Braylon Jones, here we go. What is the one thing that you dream would happen at each conference at E3 for each company? For me, Microsoft brings back a forgotten franchise. Sony releases a device like Vita TV that plays PS3 games but uses PS4 controller. Nintendo says psych and releases Zelda this year.
Nice.
Bethesda, obviously Fallout 4. EA Mass Effect details, and Ubisoft says they'll take a break on Assassin's Creed. Wishful thinking. Yeah, man.
That's hilarious.
I'm kind of with you on a lot of those fronts.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Including the Ubisoft taking a break from Assassin's Creed. For me, it's just, I want to see new IPs. I don't want to see reboots anymore. I think give me some new IPs. I want to see something I've never seen before, like how The Last of Us rocked our world. I want to see that. Gosh. I want that to happen again, because the hype, just coming off that high after E3 of just being like, man, this game, I cannot wait for this game to come. And then when it's in your hands and you're playing it, that was awesome.
Yeah. I want to see, I don't know. I won't be able to think of something for everybody, but Microsoft especially, for some reason, I don't know why I'm holding out for hope that they're going to figure something out with the Kinect.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been 2 consoles, and of course it does what it's supposed to do. Like, you jump around in front of it and that's fine, and it tracks you. But it's such a strong piece of tech, and it feels like they should have something up their sleeve with it. And I want to see them come out with something for the Kinect that's mind blowing.
Right.
That you're like, oh my gosh, this is what they've been holding back. They just been waiting to, blah, 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 So that's what I want to see from Microsoft. From Sony, I'm with you, Router. But when I think of the return of Joel and Ellie, I'm like, oh man, I would love to see even if it's a teaser. Yeah, even if it's a little teaser of The Last of Us 2 or something like that.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
I think that would be awesome. Even though I know Naughty Dog is busy, and so they're probably not doing that. But
or
even if it's just something,
exactly. Or are they? We don't know.
Even if it's just a voiceover,
totally be
you know what I mean?
Hey, Uncharted 4 got pushed back because The Last of Us 2.
is available now.
And you can go buy it right now.
Can you imagine?
Gosh.
Do you realize how many heads would explode if that happened?
I know. Seriously.
Just everybody's just like, that's it.
They know they
and
can't
I don't
do
know-
that. They learned from Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want a new Metroid game, like a dark, dope Metroid game.
Nice. I loved what Nintendo did last year, though. Their press conference that you could watch online was so clever. I thought that was really cool, and it was a big. You know what? Screw you guys. We're going to do our own thing, and you know that's that's cool. You got to give it to them because they've been beat up for so many times. But I think
makes sense. I mean, the press goes to these press events, but like the majority of
that's why they're called press conferences.
But the majority of people like get their news from just the internet.
Right. And
so it
what
makes
better way
sense
to
for Nintendo to do this?
Stream it live for the world to see. And it was great. I loved it. I thought it was so clever.
That's why I think it's hilarious when I like hear game industry vets like talk about it. They're like, well, you know, if we can just like stay here and cover it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can we just stream it and we'll just watch it from there?
Exactly.
I'm telling you,
I don't want to talk to
excitement
people.
of being in there.
Yeah, I don't
the
want to
excitement of being in there is unmatched, though.
I will say for Ubisoft, it seems like their press conferences the past couple of years have all kind of been the same, and I'm sure we'll see something else on The Division. But
walking down a street,
right,
and then the
just
name,
cancel the dang game for crying out loud. I mean, it's been 2 years, but like a new IP from them. Because they do, like, I really like them as a company. They do, some of the games, not all the games, but some of the games they have are just massively expansive and tons of fun. Far Cry 4 was just, I think that was the home run for them last year.
Yeah, that was great.
Assassin's Creed, I think, just needs to stop. Like, just give it a couple years and make us want it more. You know, like I'm already expecting November or late October. All right, what's the next one? What's the next one going to be?
Right.
And I don't know. I may get it. I may not, but we'll see.
You'll get the next one.
Sure
you have to.
You will.
Come on now.
Ubisoft is going to have just a trailer with a guy walking down the street, and he turns around and it's Norman Reedus, and it's like The Division.
Yeah.
Back, well, one of these things flew.
Yeah, one of these things worked. You know,
that's hilarious.
Watch Dogs 2 may not be that bad.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind that actually, because I did like that game. I thought there were some really cool elements to that game.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So we shall see. Wow, we spent a lot of time on that question, but Braylon, thanks for
Hall,
that.
did Hall say?
Oh, Hall, yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, for Sony, like I said, maybe The Last of Us 2 or something like that.
Available now?
Definitely not available now. It would be nice to see them do something because, I mean, I know that the marketing, like they try to get out there a year before a game comes out, but it'd be nice to see something like, hey, here's this new thing you didn't know we were working on and it's coming out this Christmas.
I would love to see some announcements that actually had games coming out this year. That would be great.
It would be interesting.
Yeah. Do you think, I meant to ask you, do you think Microsoft releasing a Titanfall 2 would blow people's minds, or would everybody be like, eh?
No, we already know what's coming.
I don't think it would blow anybody's mind.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think they'll be like, and it's multi-platform. They'll be like, okay, cool.
Okay,
we knew that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Food is good. We all know that.
I mean, I was like listening to, I went back and listened to some of the questions that we did on episode 100 because I was like going back to hear like Stancil before his change over to Microsoft, kind of like what we were talking about at that time. And we were so excited for Destiny.
Yeah.
All three of us were.
Were we really?
We were really excited.
Hey, at least I saw that one through.
So it's like, I get reserved about anything usually like that gets announced. But Fallout 4, I will be. Yeah,
you're gonna freak.
Regardless,
you will freak your lid over that. Yeah, absolutely.
I wish I knew anything about Fallout. I don't know anything about those games,
dude.
3 was good, man. It was good. Hall got me hooked on that one. I played a lot of hours on that game.
I mean, you've played Skyrim. It's same developer and it's pretty similar game. So
yeah, I didn't play Skyrim that long. My freaking save file got jacked up, and I was like, well, never mind. Never mind with that.
If that would have happened to me in Skyrim, I would have started over.
Really?
Yeah.
I would start over too. Yeah,
something similar to that happened to me in Diablo 3, and I started that over. So
interesting. Awesome. Great question. That's getting me excited for E3.
Yeah.
Big time. Okay, let's move on to Facebook. Sean Capri. Hey guys, just wanted to drop a line and say how much I look forward to the show each and every week. Playing Mario Kart 8 with the community is really special, even if I don't stand a chance against the likes of Jason, Brian, Eric, and the gang. My question is a two-parter. What game are you buying next, and which of the upcoming big games are you skipping? Well, the next big game I'm buying is Witcher 3. The big one I will be skipping is probably Black Ops 3 because I just don't play those games.
Good question. Hall?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about The Witcher 3. What other big stuff is coming out this month or next month?
Well, Batman Arkham Knight will come out in June. Is it June or July?
I can't remember. Arkham Knight will be awesome.
Yeah, I think I almost pre-ordered that too, but I don't know. Something just said, take it one at a time.
Oh man, gosh, I don't know. It's about next month.
No, it's just
what game are you buying next? What game are you buying next?
Next big game that I would skip. I mean, if Destiny 2 comes out this year, which it won't.
It won't.
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I can see myself probably sleeping on Black Ops 3 though, unless they start really ramping up the hype machine and it looks great. So
I'll probably skip Assassin's Creed.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I might even skip Assassin's Creed this year.
I mean, because I played Black Flag, and then I didn't play the next one, but I do like Assassin's Creed.
I do too.
What's the next big game I'm gonna buy? Shoot, man.
It's got to be Batman, right?
I think it's got to be Batman. That's the next one coming. Yeah, probably Batman. Dang, those games are good. I love the Batman games, even though I didn't play Origin. I don't think any of us did.
Yeah.
No, we did not play Oranges.
Oranges. Yeah.
Orange juice. Arkham City was good.
Yeah, it was. I hope that they do Catwoman stuff again.
Yeah, that was
That'd
cool.
be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Where you can play as her or just her being in it, you mean?
Play as her. That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good question.
All right. Yeah, great question. All right. Moving on. Mark Boucher. Hey, Gabe, I know you were a Dragon Ball Z fan back in the day. Router, go ahead and say
it's getting revamped. I know. Come on, baby.
Yeah. Did you hear about the news that they're producing the brand new Dragon Ball TV series in 18 years in Japan? It's being created and directed by Akira Toriyama and taking place only a few years after Dragon Ball Z's ending.
Hello. Of course I heard.
Mark, there's your answer, brother. That was awesome.
And if I watch it, I'm not telling nobody.
What's that coming out on? Like what network?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, they got to translate it and all that stuff first before we get it. So I don't know.
What? That's all I know.
That's Speed Racer.
Oh.
Yeah. What? Moving on. Joseph Grimm. Hey, guys, I have to share how the Lord had blessed my wife and I. The past few years, my wife has had a lot of medical issues, and today I had my gallbladder taken out.
Ah, geez.
Sorry, man. One of those ways is good friends of ours prayed about giving us a gift, and lo and behold, they gave us a PS4 with the extra warranty, Destiny, the Black Ops 3 pre-order, Afterglow headphones, and PS Plus for the year as a pick-me-up gift.
What?
Man,
Wow.
That is an awesome pick-me-up gift.
Who are your friends? Tell them to listen to the show.
Please call 702.
They knew exactly what to buy. That's incredible. Who are these people?
There are too many things to list what God has done for us. My question is, would any of the three of you play Destiny with me sometime? If you can't, no worries. Just thought it would be awesome. Heck yes, Joseph.
And yes,
of course, man. Do us a favor and tweet us when you're all set up. Please recover from your gallbladder surgery first. Or actually, you can play it while recovering. Just tweet us and or send us an email, mailbag at marriedtothegames.com, and we will definitely jump on, man, and just let us know where you're at. And let's help him XP, too, by the way.
I know. That's right. I'm down.
That's pretty
I'm
awesome.
down for the grind.
Can you rent that game? Because I traded mine in.
You did?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I still have mine, but my PS3 is being borrowed by somebody else, so I'll have to grab it from him.
He said PS3?
No, I thought you said PS4.
I thought you said PS4.
No, he has a PS4.
Oh,
PS4.
okay.
Oh wait, it is.
You
It
said
is for
PS3.
PS. Never mind.
Yeah, let's get it.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, we will definitely do that. So just give us a shout and we'll jump on. Brett T. Bowden. Barbecue season has arrived. It seems like every weekend we're invited to a potluck get-together where we expected to bring a side dish. My question is, what is your favorite side dish your wife makes for these kind of events? Let's be honest, we guys don't prepare the side dish, we grill. Also, would love to see the recipes posted. Love your show. You guys are amazing. Brett, thank you for that. That's awesome. All right, boys, side dish, barbecue. Go.
Man, we're usually the ones hosting.
Yeah. Us too.
So it's hard to say. Yeah, you guys host a lot too. It's hard to say what side dish we take because we're usually making, if it's barbecue at our house, we're usually doing chicken, and because my wife loves doing barbecue chicken.
Oh yes.
What side dish do we take? I think whenever we've taken something, because we're the Patillos, we take a dessert.
Yes.
And gosh,
Chubby Ninja
at it again, baby. Come on in. The water's fine. Have some of this dessert. I love peach cobbler.
Oh my gosh.
With more cobbler than peach. You know what I'm saying? Like that thick crust.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man, I can't talk about it right now.
No, I'm hungry. Yeah,
That sounds
my wife.
so good.
We do the same thing. My wife, like if we're going somewhere, she'll make cupcakes, and she gets there's a recipe she got from Billy's Cupcakes in New York, and it's got this cream cheese icing, and it's just amazing. Which is so funny. Like we're talking desserts, but man, I love me a good macaroni salad or potato salad. My mother-in-law makes a killer pasta salad, and
Really?
oh yeah, I could eat that for days. But yeah, man, I love barbecue. It's so much fun. Hall?
I think Krista would make a dessert too, just because she has like
Listen to
desserts.
us. We're all we all got the sweet tooth.
She has a gluten intolerance, and typically like barbecue food would be like gluten free already.
Sure.
So, but the dessert would never be. Like people would bring probably just regular
cookies
cupcakes.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, very good point.
She would probably make gluten free cupcakes, and she does make them typically, and they're amazing.
I
That's
bet
so
they're
cool.
so good.
I'm hungry.
Sorry, Brett. We're all desserts.
Yeah, we're all desserts, buddy. Sorry. All right, moving on to Twitter. How much time we got? Oh, we got some time. Good. Spencer Stapleton at Krypton TKMC. When are you too old for a midnight opening of a big blockbuster movie? Avengers
Never.
opening night? Never, brother. Never. I really want to go.
I'll be at the Star Wars one probably.
Yeah, Star Wars definitely. Star Wars definitely. Avengers,
You guys don't go dressed up. Hall, do you go dressed up?
No.
Well, no. Hall,
No.
Hey, Gabe, let's rephrase that. Hall, will you go dressed up, please?
No.
Hall's one of those guys where you would figure that he wouldn't go dressed up, but then I feel like I would show up and see him and he might be like halfway dressed up.
Maybe.
Like, that
pants.
coat's a little long.
That's awesome.
Are you a Jedi tonight?
I'd want to be a stormtrooper, but I have to go get the costume.
Yeah, I could do something with a mask so people didn't know who I was. But
Yeah.
did you see that picture I sent you of that guy in his full Batman get up at high school? Did I send that to you, Router?
Oh yeah.
I saw on Twitter. There's this black guy in his Batman outfit. He's sitting doing his homework, and he looks real bad. Like, shoot, I shouldn't have worn this outfit.
It was awesome. Yeah, that was good.
Probably Halloween or something.
At Arctic Warlocks. Okay, quick fire questions. Who are you betting on in the NFL draft, first QB, in boxing, and in the Derby? Happy early Cinco de Mayo. That's right, Cinco de Mayo's coming up. Woohoo.
Oh man, we gotta get our margarita on.
Shoot, yeah.
Come on, shake your body, baby. Do that, coke.
I don't usually go out and do Cinco de Mayo, but when I do.
Yes.
Exactly.
Paul, the most interesting man in the universe, world, whatever it is.
Shoot.
Right. What do we got for the NFL draft? The first QB is
Winston.
probably Winston going to Tampa Bay.
They need somebody. Even though my boy I think my boy was their quarterback this last year, and it freaking sucked to watch him not do well.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah,
And then, of
none
course,
of my
the tight-
picks from my empty notebook made it.
I hope the Titans pick up Mariota.
I really want Mariota.
Because, man, I think he
His
could do
nickname
something.
is Super Mariota.
Hey, all right.
Okay, I'm going to vote for that guy.
I think he has a great work ethic too, and he's eager, and we need.
And he hasn't had any
that.
allegations. I'm just saying.
I'm
right he hasn't had any allegations. I'm just saying.
Amen. I do not want Jameis Winston at the Titans. Boxing. Who do we have? Pacquiao or Mayweather?
I was telling Jenny this yesterday, which she doesn't care about this crap, but
right.
My heart says Pacquiao.
Yes.
My head says Mayweather.
That's exactly what I think too.
But they're asking who I'm betting on. If I were to put a bet down, which I've never bet on sports before, but I would bet on Pacquiao just because the return would be so good.
Exactly, because he's the underdog right now.
Yeah, exactly.
In the Derby, I have no idea who's racing, so I'll go with whatever everyone else is going with.
Locked car doors. Locked car doors in first place.
Locked car doors.
Yeah, that's one of the horses.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea. They just have such crazy names.
Yeah, exactly.
What do they call those like rubber burning fields? Like where they incinerate tires and stuff.
Oh,
what?
There you go.
There you go.
That's what you should name a horse.
Rubber burning tires?
I don't know.
How about just super glue?
I was thinking of The Simpsons for some reason.
Super glue. That's terrible.
Super glue. Or how about Purina? Or, any one of those.
Oh, gosh. Weave. Weave in second place. Weave is coming up around the corner. Weave is taking it.
Weave. Yeah, and then, oh my goodness.
Followed by hairbrush.
Here comes, and here comes, oh my goodness, it's coming up.
Goes, round in the last corner.
And it seems like hairbrush is on weave.
Don't you touch my weave, it's coming up.
Oh my gosh. Here comes hold my heels. Hold my heels. Hold my heels.
Oh,
mercy.
Good Lord. I know.
Somebody's offended for sure.
Yep. We totally have offended somebody. So congratulations. Awesome. All right. Good question. Arctic Warlocks family. Scott L. Clark. Oh, Scotty Lindsay. Cool. Am I the only person who wonders why Michael Bay's The Rock wasn't made into a game? Think about it. Setup is perfect.
It really is.
Yeah, it really would be, actually.
But it probably wouldn't have been a great game.
Michael Bay did The Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Sean Connery?
Yes.
That was Michael Bay?
Yep.
Yep.
Huh.
I mean, there was an explosion or two in there.
No. Was it Jerry Bruckheimer?
No.
Who did The Rock?
Somebody look it up.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right now. It's being looked up.
Okay. While you're looking it up, at DSpin
Michael Bay.
Wow.
It was Michael Bay.
I had no idea.
I don't think our boy Scotty Lindsay would
lead us astray.
Yeah, he would definitely not lead us astray.
No, that was our own thing that we had going on. We just need to figure it out. But no, yes, you are the only one wondering that.
We were wondering it for a second because you said it, and now we're not.
I don't even remember the premise.
He's the only one that escaped from Alcatraz, right?
No, I remember that Sean Connery, but I don't remember why they went back there.
Yeah, I don't either.
With Nicolas Cage in them.
Right.
I don't remember. Ed Harris.
It's been a while.
Ed Harris is in there too, right?
A mild-mannered chemist and an ex-con must lead the counterstrike when a rogue group of military men
reading the synopsis.
Led by a renegade general threaten a nerve gas attack from Alcatraz against San Francisco. That sounds so stupid. Read out
exactly
loud.
Why it should be a game. There's your next IP, Ubisoft. Go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, I think good games in the game space come from when like people watch those movies and say, yeah, we should make a game similar.
Right.
That.
Oh,
that's funny.
Like, if you look at Metal Gear Solid, like there's so many influences from action movies. And I'm talking about the first game.
Sure.
So.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, you're making me yawn too. All right.
Sorry.
At DSpend 67, if you could be an Avenger, which one would you be?
Ooh.
Give me the mighty god of thunder.
Thor?
Yeah, I think I'd be Thor.
Iron Man.
Yeah, I can see you as Iron Man.
I want the gadgets.
Yep.
Dang it. I always hate going with the guy that's just rich because
So
Tony
what,
Stark,
dude?
you know what I mean?
Batman.
Whatever.
I know,
I'm a
that's what I'm saying.
demigod.
I wouldn't go, I know, that's what I'm saying. Thor, that's a great choice.
Because I wouldn't want to be the Hulk because I'd just be mad all the time.
Yeah, you'd have to be mad to be super.
Right. And I don't want to do that all the time. However, being able to like knock some crap out would be amazing.
Yeah.
We could just
I know
pop
there's
in
probably
AC3 for you.
Hulk smash.
Yeah, just anytime you need it. Dang it. I'd probably have to it's a tie between Thor and Iron Man.
Black
Iron
Widow.
Man's just
That's
so
you.
cool.
Black Widow.
Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly. Give me some spandex. I'm ready to go.
How many people have we offended
Click,
this
click,
episode?
boom.
A
Click,
lot.
click,
And-
boom. Yeah.
Click, click, boom.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go with, dang it.
Iron Man.
I'll go Captain America just to flip it up.
Hey. All right,
There
good.
you go.
Captain America. Nobody will see that coming.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
right.
a black guy.
All right. At Takano Rosen, Aaron Bonner, have any of you guys ever played an MMO? And if so, how much of your life was lost to it? I just picked
Oh
up
my
Final
gosh.
Fantasy 14 myself.
Yeah. I played oh gosh, what was it called? Guild Wars.
You
And
did?
I sunk a lot of time into that game. I mean a lot. Whew. Guild Wars.
Nope. I haven't played it. I don't
Paul,
think
have
I've
you
played
played
a
any MMOs?
single MMO.
I haven't played any, but I was considering it with the Old Republic.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah.
But then I was like, I had to put Windows on my Mac, and I really don't feel like doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much trouble.
Yeah,
That's
if
the
they would
problem
have
with
released the
MMOs.
Mac version, I probably would have played it.
Yeah, I'm probably right there with you, Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Good one. At Iowa Runner, run. What are you doing for episode 150? Gosh, we got to think about that soon,
Oh,
boys.
snap. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I have no idea. Just probably this.
Watching the Avengers?
Yeah.
I don't know. Shoot, what
It's
should
gonna
we
be
do?
in
We'll
August,
have to
right?
talk about it.
Yeah, do we have to do something? I
well, we'll have to do something. I think, well, let's see, 52, 104, 58. What, 56? 56.
What math
Wait,
are you doing?
52.
And 156 for
104.
3 years, probably.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Probably something around there. We'll probably skip 150 and do 156. Because that'll
Okay.
be our 3-year birthday.
That'll be our actual 3-year birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll probably do something for that.
We stopped putting stuff in light sockets.
Exactly. We stop putting stuff in our mouths.
Yep.
And then
Then
we'll
we're
have
talking.
to ramp up for episode 200.
Oh, man.
We'll have to start doing commercials for that to let
That's
people
going to
know.
be legendary.
Yeah. Meet me at the club.
It's going down.
We have over a year for that, so that's good.
Anyway, you look, guaranteed
Exactly.
to go down.
Nice.
Okay. Jamin Bissett, in light of Silent Hill's cancellation, has there ever been a game you were looking forward to that just never came out?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Besides The Division, yes.
You know that what's the game that The Last Guardian? Because it feels like the hype around it has got to such epic proportions and it never came out and you're like, you just want to see it. Like, oh, okay, can we just see this game? Like, what the heck? And it never came out, I don't think. Right? The Last Guardian? I'm thinking the right thing, right?
Yeah.
Think so.
Apparently, it's still in development, though. Well, quoted,
Yeah, for the last 10 years. Yeah.
quoted as still in development.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't think of a game I was looking forward to that didn't come out.
There's so many projects that just we never hear about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
I'm sure if we did, we'd be excited for them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Sorry, Jamin. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have one. Paul, do you have one?
I mean, I can't think unless it was something that maybe like, I don't know, maybe Battlefront 3 was being worked on initially or something. And I heard
what about that
it.
Star Wars game? That 13?
Oh, 13. Yeah.
looked really cool.
Yeah.
Man,
We
yeah,
were
that
kind of
did look
disappointed
cool.
when that got canceled.
I'm glad you reminded me of that because it like I feel like there's a few Star Wars projects that got canceled that I was excited for, and that would be one of them. So
yeah, there you go.
I would hope they would be canceled because of the sensitivity of the Star Wars franchise. You know, if they did it for that, then I kind of give them a little bit more credit. But
there's been a decent amount of bad Star Wars games.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
That's funny.
We will see. Final question, Matthew Shepard at ShepDog921. Have you read the book Ready Player One by Ernest Cline? It's amazing, and I'm sure the community would love it.
Did somebody bought that for us, right?
Yes, we have that. It is on my nightstand, and I have not opened it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if anybody wants to read it, go for it.
Watch out, a moth might fly out of there.
That's right.
No.
The pages
I wish
are all
I was
yellow.
into reading books. I need to read books more.
Yeah, no, I really do want to read that. I just, every time I crawl into bed, like if I start reading something, I will fall asleep.
Right.
So maybe I should go out of my nightstand and probably out somewhere
into your
else.
living room.
Into the living room somewhere.
I start reading books on like an iPad, and then I'm like, I'd rather read like a book.
Yeah.
Like
an actual book. Yeah, I know that's right. Thank you for the questions, everybody.
Yes, it was awesome. Thank you, guys.
That's great. Question of the week. Going back to the ESPN thing and the eSports. Is eSports ready for the main stage, for mainstream? Is eSports ready? Let us know. Use hashtag answer MTTG, or you can always answer over at the forum, long form. Are eSports ready? Hall, are eSports ready for the mainstream?
I think so. There's some that make a lot of money, like some of those games.
Yeah, they do.
I think they're ready.
Router?
I don't think they're quite there yet.
Yeah.
The fact that they got a 0.01 rating means
0.1.
Oh, sorry, 0.1.
Yeah.
It means they have a ways to go. So I don't think they're quite ready for it, but keep introducing it.
Well,
yes.
You know what, though? Actually, now that I think about it, for mainstream TV, maybe they'll never be ready. I guarantee you on Twitch, they stream stuff like this, and it's probably like millions and millions of viewers.
It could be, yeah.
So,
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm going to go back to the Texas Hold'em thing. Like, until it's made popular, people don't even barely know it exists.
Right.
Like, to watch the world, whatever that was, the World Poker Championship, to see how huge the pot got when that thing got to its popularity. It doesn't get any more boring than Texas Hold'em on television.
Right.
With, a bunch of
dudes
people sitting in a room
hanging out with sunglasses on,
being quiet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So esports is way more exciting than that. So it's just about how it's presented. I think it's ready if it's presented correctly.
Oh, he's got pocket aces. Everybody hang on.
Exactly. Like, that is so boring.
Yeah. I'm like,
and he pushes all in and he goes home.
And he just lost his entire livelihood.
That's as exciting as it gets.
Yep.
For Texas Hold'em on television. So this is more, people are at least dying and yelling and like, oh, Anyway, let us know what you guys think. Is it ready for the mainstream? These guys say not quite. I say I think so. If they get the right people out there, I mean, come on, let's do it. I'm down to watch it. I just didn't know it was coming on. I would have watched it the other day.
I would have been curious, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. 137 in the books. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Gabe Patillo.
This might be the last episode until you have another little
please, Lord Jesus, let this baby come on.
That would be amazing.
I was 10 days late. Amara was 5 days late. And so we're hoping this one's at least on time.
Oh, poor Jenny. She'll like start pushing him down herself.
Exactly.
Like, go.
She'd be outside doing the freaking Rocky workout. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like running up steps. Here's the eye of the tiger. Please get out of my womb.
Exactly. We're thinking about you, Patillos, man. Definitely this week. Hopefully.
Yeah. I should be a dad of 2 next year.
You're on fire today.
Yeah, you are.
Thanks. All right, you guys. Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Timothy Hall. And we are married to the games. And we are about this thing. Peace.